All right, folks. Well, I hope you found those videos as interesting as we all do. I mean, I love this product, and I just think that the product itself is absolutely amazing. And the benefits that come from it on a personal level, I continue to hear new stories from every single day that I talk to somebody, and I just love that. But what I want to do now is get into the business side of Enagic, and let's talk specifically about just how incredible this business is in terms of what it can do for you and your family on a financial perspective. I got to say, I have never found a product base in my online career or offline that is paid as well as Enagic has for me to this point. So guys, let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit about why specifically we chose to work with Enagic in our business model for the online business. Well, the first thing that I always like to point out about Enagic is the fact that, folks, there is no overhead, no stocking, and no shipping that you ever have to worry about. These guys have been around for 45 years almost, and they have got distribution centers literally all over the world at this point. And so let them do what they're good at. They will get people product for you. You do not need to worry about it. The other thing I love about Enagic, guys, is the fact that there are no membership fees and no sales quotas. That is huge. That is absolutely huge. Every time I have looked at any other supplier that works like this, they always have either a membership fee or a sales quota, or both. And the fact that there's no sales quotas is paramountly important, as I'm going to come to later on in this presentation, because it means that you can never move backwards with Enagic. Once you hit a commission level, you just keep going forwards, because again, guys, no sales quotas. Now, the other thing that I love about these guys is the fact that Enagic pays daily. When you're closing deals, they are cutting checks. It's that simple. And as I said before, and I'm going to keep saying this, these guys pay the highest commissions that are out there, folks, online and offline. And as you're also going to see, in an online business, it's always about creating residual income. Well, I'm going to show you just why Enagic is so perfect for an online business in specific terms of the commissions that it pays. Now, the other thing that we have to realize coming into this in terms of an investment perspective, well, if you don't know this, guys, the health and wellness industry is a $4 trillion industry, guys. Global, international, huge, and it just keeps growing day by day. Why? Because we are becoming more and more shallow. We don't want to age. Our society is based on beauty, and thankfully now it's slowly becoming more and more about health. And everybody naturally wants to look younger and feel healthier, especially, as we work so hard in our lives, we just want to be able to keep working hard, but also just enjoy our later years. And so this industry is absolutely exploding. And I love the fact that Enagic is an industry leader when it comes to this specific kind of product. And like I said, guys, these guys have been around for over 40 years, and they are truly global. And in fact, they just broke the 1 million unit mark globally. Do you know how massive that is for a company that provides this kind of product? Nobody else does that. And as you're going to see, nobody else comes close to what these guys do. Now, there's a whole bunch of other reasons on here, folks, that I didn't even get into. But I mean, the other fact of the matter is that these guys have certifications coming out of the absolute wazoo. I mean, these guys have it going on. They've got all of the certifications you want a supplier to have, whether it's the ISO certifications for organization and environmentalism, whether it's the water safety control. I mean, these guys have everything set up. And even here in North America, people always ask about the Better Business Bureau. Yes, indeed, they are part of that as well. And all of this just, again, speaks to the fact that they take such pride in their product. I've never seen a supplier that takes such meticulous care in the product that they provide and how it works for people. I mean, these machines, I've talked to people, literally have lasted a lifetime for them. It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely all fully warranted and absolutely made to last. And I love that about this, guys. I mean, if we were just selling straight up product, nobody around here would make business because, well, the machines last forever. And that's why we focus on the business side here more than the product side. So let me get into the specific compensation plan and tell you exactly how this works so you can get a sense of why this is so incredible. So it's actually an 8-point commission plan, guys, and literally there is nothing else like it online. And in fact, this thing is so lucrative that Enagic actually has gone to the effort of putting a patent on how they pay their distributors out. So let me get into it and explain to you specifically how this works, guys. Now, when you get set up with your Enagic product and you make your purchase, you will get assigned your own distributor ID number. As soon as you have that ID number, you qualify to make commissions. And that's really what we want you to be doing, is making commissions. And so as soon as you have that distributor ID number, you can qualify to make money. And so we go ahead and we get you plugged into our automated system. That's that 90% automated system that can start to crank out sales on your behalf, guys. And I love this because this is incredible. All you're doing here is you are investing in a product that is literally going to possibly, in some cases, possibly save your life. I'm going to put it all right out there, guys, but for a lot of people, it certainly does just make their life a lot better. Now, why this system? Well, this system is what you want to get into, because at the end of the day, it's this system that provides all of the mentorship, all of the sales funnel, all of the coaching, mentorship, all of the guidance that you need in order to get your business up and running. Guys, we don't charge for any of this. You've paid your $99, you are in the door, and as of now, you are part of the team, and you are going to have this system as soon as you plug into the product and you have something that can make you money. And this is why we've set it up this way. And I love the fact that this is how this works, guys, because literally you're getting product that is tangible, that is going to be amazing for you and your family, and you're going to get all of this free education, training and mentoring, and a system that is going to make you money. Now, skills that you will take with you for the rest of your life. And the best part about this, folks, all of this system means that you don't need to worry about who you know or where you live. The beauty of us showing you how to build your business on Facebook is exactly this. You will be getting your leads from Facebook. Why do we use Facebook? Well, as I've said in the webinars, folks, it is truly the biggest marketing thing on the planet. Nothing comes close to Facebook. There's over 1.5 billion users on Facebook on a daily basis, and you would be crazy not to be using Facebook. And this is why I never worry about market saturation, because again, you've got so many users just on Facebook alone before we even take you to the other platforms like Twitter and Instagram and all the other feeds that are available out there. So folks, the beauty of this is it doesn't matter if you live in the smallest town in the middle of somewhere in North America, or even if you live in Russia. You can do this business, guys, because at the end of the day, you are getting your leads from Facebook, which is truly global, and you are selling product from a supplier that is, again, global, that can fulfill those orders for you. So no more knocking on the doors of all your friends and family, your neighbors, and reaching out to your community or any of the rest of it. You are, as of now, launching an online business that is going to make you money, regardless of where you are at what point in your life. And guys, ultimately, this is why this system is so successful, because we're using the biggest marketing tool on the planet and using that to generate leads that we can plug into one of the highest income generating product bases online, and that is Enagic. And guys, it is honestly that simple. And I'm going to show you exactly how this works now and how this can be so lucrative for you. And you know, before I get into the business side too far, I can already sense some of you are probably starting to think about the financing side and whether or not you can even afford to get into this. Well, folks, the reality is most of the people coming to us don't have the capacity to buy the machine themselves, right? If they did, they probably wouldn't have gone through this exercise in the first place. And so I gotta say, we have some pretty amazing financing in place that can help you get into this business and get going. And the beauty of it is the fact that even though you're using financing, you will still qualify to make commissions right from day one. And that is a very unique situation again there. I mean, most times when you plug into something and you do it on a payment plan, they're going to put whatever commissions you're earning towards whatever your payment is that you owe them. But this is not the case. We're going to set you up so that you are actually making payments separately from Enagic. And that's exactly why you can start making commissions right from day one, guys, and you can decide how you spend your commission money. And that's very, very important. So let's get into the money side here, guys, and let's talk about exactly how this works, okay? So like I said, this is an 8-point commission system. Well, what the heck does that mean? What I'm trying to say here is that for every single sale, there's going to be 8 pieces pieces of commission that are up for grabs, okay? Now, naturally, you want to get as many of those pieces as possible because that's how you make more money faster. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this. And, guys, this is such a unique business system. Typically when you look at companies like this, they're a typical MLM kind of thing like Amway, where it's only the person at the top that's making all the money, even though there's way more people on the bottom. And even if you've never been in any of those old school pyramid models, well, I guarantee you've been in a model that looks like this. The employees at the bottom, the supervisors on top, and then the managers on top, and then one guy on top who happens to be called the CEO. Notice who's smiling in that picture, guys. That to me has always been the ultimate pyramid. So guys, one way or another, I guarantee all of us have been through a pyramid of some sort. But what really sets this business apart is the fact that this is direct sales. And that's why I love this, because it's not a pyramid. Direct sales is the market I come from in the corporate world. Direct sales pays over and down. And so that means when you're making a sale, it's going straight across and you're getting people underneath of you that the money is passing down 8 levels. And that's how we start to work together to make money together. And everybody's getting paid out. And I'm going to show you specifically how this works, guys, and why this is so incredible. Now, if you don't come from the sales world and marketing world, you may never have heard of direct sales. Well, let me give you an analogy that you might actually be able to click with a little bit easier. I mean, if you've ever done any sort of renovation work in your home, you've probably worked with a contractor in the past, right? Well, how this works is you hire a contractor, and then you suddenly realize the contractor doesn't actually do any work themselves. No, what they do is they go out and contract other people to do the work for them. So, they'll hire the plumber, the carpenter, the painter, the electrician, even the movers and the stagers to get your home, whatever you're doing, back in ship-shop shape. But you're only actually paying the contractor. And then the contractor is then paying each of those people a portion of what you've paid him. And so ultimately, the contractor has gone out and found you business, even though all of those people are working under him. And you know what? Sometimes, I'll be honest, guys, straight up real, it's sometimes the electrician that passes business to the contractor. Why? Because he's not qualified to do the rest of the project, right? If I'm an electrician, I don't know anything about carpentry. I don't want to go paint walls. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I could potentially lose that deal unless I can find other people to connect the dots for my customer that's come to me, right? So if I have somebody come to me with an overall project that includes all of these facets of a project, and I'm just an electrician, what's the first thing I'm going to do? I'm going to call up my best friend who's a contractor, and I'm going to get him to fill the void for the rest of the positions so I don't lose that deal. It all works in all directions, guys. And that is exactly what direct sales means. It means basically one person is making the purchase, but multiple people are making money. And I love this system. And this is, to be honest, the way most of the world works nowadays in corporate sales. So let's talk specifically about examples. If we look at one of the products, let's take the Leveloop K8, which is the flagship water machine for Enagic. This is the one I have. I got to tell you, I absolutely love it. This thing pays out $340 per slice, guys. Now, as I said before, there's 8 slices of commission that are up for grabs. What does that mean? That means in total, the K8, when somebody makes a sale, it pays out $2,720. Guys, that is a very substantial amount of money, and that is pretty darn cool. So here's how this works. Depending on what rank you're at in your business, you're going to make more slices, right? So let me show you how exactly this works. Now, there's actually 6 levels in the commission structure. I call this the commission ladder. Now, the way this works is 1A is where you're going to start with. 1A, as a distributor in that position, you're going to earn 1 point. And then as you sell products, you're going to hit 2A and you're going to make 2 points. And then 3A, you'll make 3 points. 4A, you'll make 4 points. 5A, 5 points. And 6A, 6 points. Okay? Now, how do you get to these other levels? Well, you do that simply by selling product, folks. Okay? So if we look at this commission ladder again, let's talk specifics about how much it takes to get from level to level. From 1A to 2A, you got to sell 2 products yourself to move to that next level. So you're going to start off making 1 slice of commission. After you've made a couple direct sales, you're going to get to the 2A position and qualify to make 2 points. Okay? Now, something magical happens at 2A. As of 2A, it no longer has to be just about your efforts. It can be about your entire team's efforts. And so at that point, it takes 8 product sales to move from 2A to 3A. But again, at this point, you've got people now below you helping you out. You've got people below you that are doing the same thing you are. They've bought into the system. They've got their ads up and running on Facebook. They're bringing in their own people and they're making themselves money. every single point that those guys make, you will also make a point from. Folks, that's how this thing starts to snowball. That's right, I said it. Those people below you, you benefit from their sales as well. So let's say, for example, I'm on your team and I sell 5 products. Well, that's 5 points out of that 8 that you don't have to make yourself. Pretty cool, eh? So that means you make 3, I make 5, boom. You, my friend, are a 3A distributor. That's how magical this can be. Now, to go from 3A to 4A, all you got to do is sell 10 products, you and your team. Keep in mind, at this point, now you've got a few more people below you. It's getting easier and easier to sell product as a group, right? Because you got more hands on deck, more people out there advertising on Facebook. And then from 4A to 5A, well, that's where you start getting into the real bucks. This is where it starts to pay out big time. So it takes 30 products to get to 5A. And then it takes 50 to get to the big game, to get to 6A, where you are making the biggest reward possible. 50 products between you and everybody on your team gets you from 5A to 6A. And then guys, at 6A, at the 101 sale, you, my friend, are a 6A distributor. And that's the big time. That's, like I say, you're making 6 pieces of commission on every single sale that you make or that passes up to you, whether they were direct or team sales. But then not only are you making money from those sales, Enagic turns around and says, okay, well, congratulations, you're officially at the highest commission level we have, but we don't want you to get bored. We don't want you to get unincentivized. We want to keep you in the game because, man, you must be a hustler. You got to this point, right? So this is what they do, folks. I can't believe they do this, but they actually turn around and introduced a bonus program for 6As. So not only are you getting paid big bucks on sales, but you get bonuses. In fact, when you hit a 6A bonus level, you get a one-time cash bonus of $3,000 plus you get monthly group sales bonuses. And the more active your group is, the more bonuses you're getting every single month, which is pretty darn cool. But on top of that, you also get bonuses just for helping your people below you, for educating them, for mentoring them, for helping them build their business so that they can be as successful as you are. You're naturally going to benefit from that anyway, because when they're more successful, you're making more money from their sales, right? But Enagic actually turns around and gives you educational allowance bonuses on top of that too. It's incredible. And then also there's monthly bonus when somebody below you hits 6A. And this, I gotta tell you guys, adds up like nobody's business. In fact, let me show you just how incredible this commission plan is. Because honestly, I have never seen anything like this, guys. Check this out. So 6A, like I said, there's the first one on the list, 101 group sales in total, gets you a $3,000 bonus. But then when you get 2 people below you that are a 6A, you know what happens? They actually send you a $6,000 check. That's a $6,000 bonus. And I'll tell you too, the first time that we hit 6A2, this absolutely blew our mind because suddenly we started getting new bonuses. So there's a 6A bonus program. There's also a 6A2 bonus program, which I gotta tell you, pays out even more than the 6A bonus program does. It's crazy. In 1 month alone, I think we made about $18,000 just in bonus checks. It was absolutely incredible, guys. Now, look at how this goes. 6A2-2 is when you have 2 6As below those 6As who are below you. And so you know what happens at that point. It doubles. You get $12,000. But then look at the level after that. Look at that gold level. This is where it gets interesting, guys. 6A2-3. So another level of 6As. Not only do you get a $25,000 bonus. Now, guys, keep in mind, $25,000 is more money than some people are making in a year. You also will get to the point where they start paying you residual income at a minimum $5,000 monthly for life. I got to be straight up with you folks. This is paying right now more than $5,000 because it's almost in a way of a profit share setup. So guys, $5,000, imagine that for the rest of your life, folks. And then look at the levels that keep going after this. $10,000 for life, $15,000 for life, $20,000 for life, $40,000 for life, and yes, $80,000 for life. Guys, yes, that is a heck of a lot of people below you. Yes, that is a heck of a lot of product. But when was the last time any company even gave you the opportunity to earn $80,000? I know I've never had a company before this give me that opportunity. And so when somebody like me who is hungry and wants money, I look at this, I get very excited, guys. I got to tell you, and I got a lot of people in our community that see this and their eyes light up because, again, they've never even had the opportunity to work in a system that could afford them this opportunity. So, folks, let's look at specifically how this works, because again, I doubt you've ever seen anything that pays out this high either. So I really want to make sure you understand this. So let's get into how specifically the payout side works, okay? Now, let's say that you've made a sale. Let's say that you sell to Matt, say. Now, when you make that sale, you're going to get a point, right? But let's say then that Matt sells to somebody else. Say he sells to Michelle. Well, the thing is, Matt's going to get a point, but so are you. And right now, we're just focused on you in this portion of the business. So let's say then that Michelle goes and signs up her neighbor. And you know what's going to happen? You're still going to get a point. But then that neighbor keeps signing up somebody who signs up somebody, signs up somebody. If that keeps going through 8-point levels, and that's why we call it the 8-point commission system, you know what's going to happen, folks? You get a point for each and every one of those deals. Now, what happens when that guy on the right signs up somebody? Now, realizing that he's the 8th person right below you, if that one last person comes in, that's number 9, right? Well, when number 9 comes in, whatever that person does, you don't get anything out of, but all of these other people do, because they're within the 8-point distance of that new person, right? Now, here's the thing, guys. I got to tell you, I, at this stage, am pretty far in the game. I'm a pretty good standing distributor with Enagic. Even I haven't hit this level, folks. So believe me, it takes a long time to hit these levels before you even need to worry about this. And there is so much money to be made within those 8 levels that this is even a non-issue. So let's talk specifically about how the payment side works, okay? So let me show you this. As I said, we got 8 points always available for a sale, right? So let's pretend you're just starting out the game. You're a 1A distributor. You sell to our buddy Matt here, and let's say he buys the K water machine, okay? That's a beautiful machine, like I said, and as we now know, it also pays out $340 per slice, right? So that is exactly what your commission is going to get to be paid out to, and the rest will pass up to your upline. So you're taking 1, and 7 points will pass up to the people above you. Now, let's look at another example. Let's say that you were a 6A distributor and you sold that machine to Matt. Well, how would that work? Well, as a 6A distributor, you qualify for 6 slices of commission, and that leaves only 2 pieces to pass up to your upline, okay? So as you move up this ladder, you get the lion's share of the commission. And this is why I like direct sales, because your business is going to be based around solely you. What I do in my business can't impact you. And so this is all about your level of effort. And guys, if you get out there and hustle, you can make a lot of money, folks. Now, let me show you how the indirect sales or the team sales side of this works, okay? So we've got our buddy Matt. He's come into the business. He's bought that K water machine. That qualifies him as a 1A distributor, right? Let's say that Michelle comes in. She buys the same machine that Matt did because why? Well, I got to let you in on a little secret, guys. 9 times out of 10, people will ask you what you bought and they'll buy the same thing. Because again, you can speak from experience about what the value of that product is, right? So if Michelle is buying that K water machine, what does that mean? Well, that means that Matt qualifies for 1 point of commission as a 1A distributor and he gets paid $340, right? Now, let's take another example. Let's take a look at this. Let's say that Matt is the 1A, sold that machine to Michelle, so he gets his 1 point of commission. He makes $340, but where did the rest of the commission go? Well, I got to be straight up real, folks. It went to you because you were the 6A distributor above him, right? Just from that last example. So what does that mean? Well, if we know that there's still 7 pieces available and you're a 6A distributor, then you get 6 pieces passing up to you. And 6 times 340, that's a nice number. That's $2,040, folks. There's 1 slice of commission left over. Where does that go? Well, that passes up to your upline. So look at this, folks. I love this system. I love this system because there is so much money here for everybody to make. Everybody's happy because everybody's making money, right? When Matt made that sale, you had nothing to do with that sale. He's the one that brought in the ad. He's the one who brought in the lead, and he made money from it. But so did you, and so did your upline. And guys, it didn't cost you any money. It didn't cost you any effort. And it certainly didn't cost you any time, but you made $2,000 from his sale. And that's an amazing thing, right? Now, let's take a look at this as an example. As Matt builds his business, naturally, he's going to become qualified for more money, right? So let's say Matt was a 3A distributor and he made that same sale to somebody. He sold Michelle that K water machine. Well, as a 3A distributor, Matt qualifies for 3 slices of commission, which means he now earned $1,020. Again, isn't direct sales the best? Now look at this. As the 6A distributor, you qualify for up to 6 pieces, but because Matt took 3, there's actually only 5 available. And so that means you get 5 instead of 6 because he's getting paid first because he's the one that did all the work, right? Basically is what it boils down to. So unfortunately, that means you're only making $1,700. But again, folks, I got to tell you, this is a deal, keep in mind, that you had nothing to do with and you probably didn't even know anything about. And so one day you're going to go get your mail and there's a check in there for $1,700 and you'll be like, what the heck is this, right? Guys, this is why this system is so successful. Because if you think about it, everybody's being taught how to lead and how to help people lead, and everybody becomes successful. Every single person who comes into this business and into this community has a direct mentor that is going to help them make money. They help you build your ads. They help you build your business. They help you get set up with Facebook. They help you get set up with the system, and they help you become comfortable with things so that you know how to answer questions. Now, in the early stages of your business, when you need the most help, yeah, your business mentors are getting compensated for helping you just purely based through this 8-point commission structure, right? Because in the beginning, if you set up as a 1 or a 2A distributor, the rest of the commission is going to pass up, right? But as you grow your business and become more self-reliant and need less help from them, you're going to make way more money and they're going to make way less. And you know what? Especially when you become a 6A. I mean, at that point, you're almost cutting them out. But here's the thing, keep in mind, that's when those bonus programs kick in. So you know what? They don't even care because they're getting 6A and 6A2 and 6A3 bonuses off of you, and they want you to succeed. Not only do they want you to succeed, they want everybody below you to succeed too, so that we can all hit those residual income levels, right? I mean, that's the retirement plan here, folks. I got to be right up real with you. When you're getting to the point where you're getting residual income for the rest of your life, does any of it really matter anymore? No, it really doesn't. So this, I got to say, I hope is blowing your mind at this, folks, at this point, guys. But when you become a mentor, all of the people below you are going to become a mentor as well down. But now let me show you how to make some real money. There are 2 strategies that you have got to know about. The first one is the Enagic trifecta, and the other one is what I call stacking accounts. These 2 things could possibly make you 6 figures on their own. Guys, so grab your pad, grab your pen, and make sure you get a note of this. So let's start off with the first strategy, the Enagic trifecta. All right, so we know that there's 6 levels of progression. We know that getting to the 6A means that you probably made about 100, well, you had to make a minimum of 101 sales, right? And these are the progression steps to get from one to the other, right? Now, what people have realized, though, is that over the years, when you start off as a 1A distributor, you're actually missing out on a lot of money. And what do I mean by that? Well, let me give you an example. So if you start off as a 1A distributor and say you make that sale to Matt, say he gets in the game and he gets going. Now, Matt has that K water machine and he loves that sucker. So he is all over the place with that thing. And he's actually managed to sell himself 100 of those products, right? Now, let's look at how the breakdown of Matt's sales would work. Those are naturally going to get him up to 6A basically. So he'll be 1 short of 6A status. And so the first 2 will fall in his 1A rank, the 8 will fall in his 2A, the next 10 will fall in his 3A, the next 30 will fall in his 4A, and the next 50 will fall in his 5A. But let's look at exactly how that works out for you, because in all of those cases, there's slices of commission that are available, right? And so some of those are still passing up to you. Even though he's in your 1A leg, you're still making points. And so you're making a full slice of commission off of every single one of those 100 sales that Matt made. And if you do the math on that, guys, $100 times $340, well, that's $34,000. Is that a lot of money? Yeah, it is. Absolutely it is. But you know what's even better than that? $68,000. Now, that is an amazing number. Now, how in the world do you get to $68,000, guys? Well, that's exactly what the trifecta does for you. Instead of starting off as a 1A, you start off as a 2A. What? How the heck does that work, right? Well, let me show you this, guys. We know that it takes 2 deals to get you to become a 2A distributor, right? We've already covered that. 2 products, all right? Now, here's the thing that I didn't mention before. It doesn't necessarily need to be to 2 other people. You can actually sell those first 2 products to yourself. And in fact, I'll be straight up real with you guys. This is exactly what I did, because here's the thing. When you make those direct sales to yourself, you're going to make less money off of those legs anyway. So you don't necessarily want to even put any under those legs, because you're only going to make 1 slice of commission off of them, right? You always want to position yourself so that you make as much money as possible. And so by putting yourself onto those legs and starting off right out of the gate as a two-way distributor, that means that as soon as you get up and running with your new online business and you start bringing in leads through your funnel and start closing sales through the system, you qualify for 2 slices of commission instead of 1. And guys, that's how you hit $68,000 instead of $34,000. That is the magic of the trifecta. So it's just simply buying 3 products instead of 1, and that positions you as a 2A distributor instead of a 1A. And so basically, you're filling your first 2 1A legs with yourself instead of somebody different, right? So that first sale that comes in through your advertising is in your 3A leg. Technically, it's your 3rd product that you're selling, even though you bought the first 2 from yourself. And that's what's going to make you more money that way, guys. And let me show you exactly how this would break down. There's 3 categories of products that we know of, right? There's the kitchen category, the bathroom category, and the supplement category. Enagic is legendary for these products. They are amazing. In the kitchen category, there's a whole bunch of different machines available. The top dog in that industry and in Enagic is the Levoluke K8. It is absolutely incredible. That's the one that's got 8 plates in it. It's got a touch screen, self-cleaning function. It's the smallest footprint of the bunch because it's the newest technology. I love this machine because it takes care of itself and it's most user-friendly in the house. So the next product is the Enespa DX. This is what goes in the bathroom for anybody that's got any kind of skin issues like eczema, psoriasis, heck, even just really dry skin like me. This thing is life-changing because it mineralizes and ionizes the water. So that means within the week, you start to notice that your skin and hair is feeling softer. You're starting to feel more refreshed when you come out of the shower. It's awesome. And then there's the turmeric. The turmeric, if you've never heard of turmeric, is absolutely a must for everybody. Anybody that stands on their feet all day, or anybody that's sitting all day, anybody that's doing any kind of manual labor, anybody that suffers from any kinds of aches and pains or arthritis or digestive issues or headaches, anything that's connected to inflammation, turmeric can go straight to the source of and help, guys. It's absolutely incredible. For me, it got rid of my migraines. I love this stuff. It's absolutely amazing. So all 3 of these categories basically make up a trifecta. Typically, when people buy 3 products, they buy 1 from each category because they complement each other so well. Yes, you can buy duplicates of 1 if you know somebody else that could benefit from the product and you might want to do a cost share with them or something, and you can absolutely do that. But you want to make sure that you're getting those 3 products to get in with the trifecta to position yourself to make as much money as possible. And again, you know, if you sold Matt that K8 water machine as a 1A distributor, it's the difference between making $340 to being as 2A distributor and making $680. And that's the real magic of this. But guys, let me show you this. Let me really blow your mind now. Imagine this. You'll remember that I said before that 9 times out of 10, people buy the same product that you did, right? They'll say, well, what the heck did you buy? And you'll say, oh yeah, you know, well, actually, I started off with the trifecta. I absolutely love it. And so when Matt comes in and he asks you that question, you know what he does? Well, he goes out and he buys the same trifecta you did. Now, guys, here's how this rolls out. Forget $680 as a 2A distributor. You can actually position yourself so that you're making this kind of money, $1240. How the heck does that work? Well, that is due to the fact that you are now making commission on 3 products as a 2A distributor. So let's take a look at how this breaks down. In terms of the point basis, it is $620 per point for that trifecta. And imagine getting $4,960 per sale, guys. How amazing would that be, right? 8 times $620, that's life-changing, right? But wait. $4,960. Wouldn't that require you to actually get all 8 points of commission? Haha, yes it does, and I'm glad you caught that. That means you're paying attention. Let me talk about the second strategy here, guys, because this is how this works. Now, like I said, it takes a certain amount of product to get from each level, right? From 2 products to 2A, you got to sell 8 more products to get to 3A. You've got to sell 10 more products to get to 4A. You got to sell 30 more products to get to 5A. And then you got to sell 50 products to hit that 6A level. Now, something is going to stand out to you by the time you get to about the 4A leg. You're going to have a bunch of people below you that are up and running with the business, and some pretty amazing people. And this is, again, why I love this business, because the beauty of Facebook is that it's going to put you in touch with people from all over the world, if that's where you choose to run your ads. And you're going to quickly realize that you are meeting people and starting to work with people that are absolutely amazing. that you would never have had the opportunity to have ever met, much less worked with in the past. Thanks to the advent of technology, though, they are in your community and on your team. And so by the time you hit the 4A level and you're finished up with 3A here, you've got an army of distributors who are all running ads on Facebook. And those people are all making sales, making themselves money, but more to the point, also making you money. And so here's how ad stacking works. Instead of just putting another deal under 4A, you don't just sell to anybody, you sell to yourself. So your 21st sale is actually going to be to you. And so as a 4A distributor, you are now sponsoring yourself in a new position. And that new position is where you start to put all of your future sales in. And let me show you why this is so powerful, guys. So if we look at this now, if you start off as a 4A distributor and you come in and you put that 21st sale as yourself below you, that means you qualify for 1 piece of commission on that bottom account plus 4 on the top account, right? That's a total of 5 slices, right? To put it another way, if you put all of your deals below your new 1A business, that means that it gets paid first and whatever commissions are left over will pass up to your first original account before they pass up to whoever sponsored that account, okay? So 1A goes to your newest account, whatever's left over goes up to the next account, which at that point is a 4A. And so in total, you're qualifying for 5 slices of commission. Even though you've only closed 21 sales, you qualify as a 5A distributor, basically, guys, right? I mean, that is really why this is so amazing. Now, check this out. You make 2 more sales directly under that account. That new account that you've opened up is suddenly a 2A. What does that mean? Well, you get paid 2 slices on your bottom account and 4 on your top account still. That's now a total of 6 slices. What does that mean? Well, that means at this point, you have actually only made 23 sales, but you're getting paid as a 6A distributor. Now, if you think about what I said before, it took 101 sales to make 6A commissions, right? You have literally cut that down by 2/3 now, and you're making 6A commissions. This is huge, guys. Now, this is where it gets really exciting. 8 more sales, that new account is a 3A. What does that mean? Well, that means you're making 3 plus 4, 7 slices. And then if you make 10 more sales, you are a 4A distributor, my friends. What does that mean? You are making a total of 4 plus 4, which is, yes, 8 slices of commission, guys. And look at this, 8 slices of commission being paid to you, even though all you've made at this point is 41 sales. And here's the thing, guys, don't lose fact of the sight that as of 2A status, all of those next 18 deals weren't even necessarily yours, right? Because at that point, you've got new distributors under you that are also making sales. So yes, it took 41 points to get there, but you might have actually only made 5 of those points. Who knows? It depends on the people that come in below you. But that is the power of this system, folks. So between these 2 strategies, holy Toledo, you can make a lot of money. That is exactly how you get to the point where you can fire your boss and start making some huge money. And guys, this is how people in their community are making $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 months. This is how people are making 6 figures a year, multiple 5 figures a year. This is huge stuff. And here's a really cool thing about this, folks. This doesn't just impact you, but this is actually a legacy. I love Enagic because they really do respect people. They respect their community. And the best part about this Enagic distributorship is that they have actually set it up so you can pass this on to somebody in your family. You could actually leave this new business that's now generating 5, 6 figures a month to your kids. Now, folks, I don't know about you, but if anybody in my family had left me a business that was cranking out that kind of money when I was 18, 21, heck, even when I was 31 years old, would it have impacted my life? You're darn certain it would have. Darn certain it would have. It would have given me a leg up like nobody's business. And this is exactly what you can pass on to your children, folks. And this is exactly how this can pass on. And you know what happens for them? They pass it on to their kids. They pass it on to those kids. And it just keeps going down the line and it just keeps growing. Folks, this is how the world's wealthy get wealthier, because one generation leaves a legacy for the next. And most of us in this world have never had the opportunity to even come near building a legacy. But this is how you can finally do it, guys. And how? Well, this is exactly how you'll do it. You check out this commission structure and look at the potential here. I mean, I used to be I had this posted on our fridge door. I love vision boards. And so for me, every time I went and got a glass of juice or anything from the fridge, I would look at this. And every time I have a mastermind at my house or anything and people come over and look at this is the first thing they notice. And I can always tell when somebody in the community is new because they look at this and they're like, oh, this isn't actually that big. This is totally doable. And you can see the light goes on in their head, folks, because that's exactly it. This is totally doable. Can I imagine selling these water machines door to door? Absolutely not. I'll be straight up real with you. Now, I do have friends that are at some of these very high levels. I have a good friend who's 6A2-4, and he's a hustler. He did it old school styles. He went and did trade shows. He went and knocked on doors. He wrote books. He did speaking presentations, and he got there. But it took him almost a decade to get there. Well, guys, in the online world, that might take you a matter of 2 years. It might take you 3 years. Heck, if it takes you 5 years, is that better? Yes, of course it's better. And it's the fact that we're running this business online that makes this thing so much more attainable and so much bigger than it could otherwise possibly ever be. And what we've really done here is we've combined the top quality products of Enagic with the incredible commissions that it pays out, with the residual income opportunity that it pays out, with the reach of Facebook. And the beauty of Facebook is truly that it's not only got a massive user base, folks, but you're already also using it. And that is really the magic of this and what makes it so possible. And you know what? If you don't believe me, well, listen to my good friend Rebecca here, who I gotta say is pretty darn excited about this system. Look at what she just did.
Hey everybody in the Dream Team, it's Becky Sue. I'm in my office, like my online office in the bathroom at the regular job, but I have to get in and do this go live because Nisreen, holy shit, I just fired my boss. I just fired my boss. And all these doors are like, everyone's in a panic right now because they're like, oh my God, Rebecca's leaving and it's a big deal and the intercoms are going off something crazy and I am shaking like you would not believe, and I hope you guys can hear me because I can't be too loud because I don't want people to hear, but I did it. You guys, I fired my boss. I have a corporate job. I work corporate America. And I had the most just amazing weekend with all of you beautiful dreamy teamers that came out for my birthday and for the party. And I did it, okay? I did it. In less than a year, I did it. I did it. I can't be too loud. I'm oh my God. Okay, you guys can hear me good. Anyway, it's Monday, corporate America. I was gone for a couple of days. It's a shit show at work. And, I'm behind and my phone won't stop blowing up and the intercoms are going crazy and everyone's freaking out. But I did it, guys. In less than a year, I did it, and I'm scared and I'm nervous. But just like how I got into this, I was so scared and I didn't know. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know what I was going to do, and I'm doing it. So everybody, I just want you to know that if I can do it, you guys can do it too, okay? You can do this too. I mean, this is not fake. This is my life. It's so real. So that's it. I can't even read comments because I can't even see right now. I'm literally in the bathroom. Let me turn this around. Can I turn it around? Look at that. I'm in the bathroom. Look at this. It's so stupid, right? Oh my God. Anyway, that's it. I just popped in here. Don't want to make it too long. I just wanted to celebrate with you this major milestone in my life. It's just so unbelievable. And thank you for everybody that came to the party, and for just being there for me and for my husband. And I just love all of you guys so much. And my phone is going off with so many messages. I did it, you guys, and you can too. So I gotta go. I gotta go back, and I gotta go. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Now, if that's not beautiful, guys, I don't know what is. Rebecca did that right after she came to a birthday party that we hosted for her up here in Vancouver, up in Canada. And why did we do that? Well, Rebecca is somebody who has never actually had a passport. She has never actually left her country, folks. And you know what? Her biggest treat for herself was the way she celebrated her birthday was she bought herself a plane ticket to come and see her mentors. That's me, by the way. And she came up here and we hung out for her birthday, and we threw her, I got to tell you, a pretty darn amazing birthday bash. Because you know what? You haven't realized, or maybe you have now a little bit, some of you who have joined the Facebook group, this is a pretty darn amazing community. This community is absolutely beautiful, and you will encounter so many incredible people from all over the world who have got your back and are going to be your cheerleaders. And you know what? The light went on for Rebecca. She went home and she said, you know, why am I here? This job isn't paying me what I'm worth. I finally understand that. That stupid paycheck that I get every 2 weeks is literally paying me what I could make in one day in my business if I just give myself the opportunity to do this and focus on this full time. So she did it. Because why? She built this business to the point that she could actually afford to do it. And that's exactly how this changes life, folks. This is how this changes lives for so many people in this community. But the reality is, this isn't the only revenue stream in this community. So there's one more revenue stream that I want to introduce you to that's part of this beautiful Enagic program that we've built on this. And that one more revenue stream is actually the coaching calls. And so community members in our system can actually qualify to do their own coaching calls. What does that mean? Well, that means that you can actually start to do your own calls for yourself and the people that you're bringing into this, and you can create your own extra income. And for every call you're doing, we actually give you $50 towards that call. Now, the beauty of this system is that we're only charging people a one-time fee to get into this. And after that, they never pay again for the systems. So everybody in here is already laughing because they're paying $99 to get access to these systems and resources that literally cost the community about $50,000 a year just to keep up and running. But again, we have so many people coming through this that we can afford to cover the cost of that. There are a lot of programs out there, folks, we all know, that are charging crazy amounts, not only for the initiation, but also on a monthly basis. But the reality is you don't need to do that. Yeah, folks, this thing is so big now, and we've got so many people coming through this that we can afford to basically split the cost of the coaching call straight down the middle and share it with the coach. So half goes to the system and half goes to the person who's taking the call and helping somebody new get set up. And just think about how big this could be, guys. You know, as you now know, because you've been through the system yourself, the coaching calls pay out in US dollars, right? We all pay US dollars because, again, this is being offered to people all over the world. So we needed to pick one central currency. And the reality is the American dollar is still the central currency of the world. So let me show you how this breaks down, guys. The people in our community that are doing a lot of calls, well, they're doing upwards of 50 calls per week. These are the people that have already quit their jobs and they're doing this full time and they're helping people change lives. Guys, think about 50 calls a week and what that could translate into. 50 calls a week times $50 times 4 weeks in a month is $10,000 US per month. Now, folks, like I mentioned, I'm coming at you live from up here in Vancouver, Canada. And right now, where the Canadian dollar is sitting, that's about $1 billion Canadian. So that is a very interesting number for us. And for a lot of people, I think that could cover your monthly costs. I think I can safely say that would cover your rent or mortgage, your utilities, your taxes, and whatever else is going on in life. That's a nice, tidy little sum of income, guys. Right there is a six-figure income on top of all of the money that you're also going to make from Enagic. And remember, I mean, these people who are doing 50 calls a week, these are also the guys that are making $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a month in Enagic. This is a tidy amount of income that you can pull in doing this because, again, it's online, guys. It's all online. So let's do a quick summary of what I've covered here because this might have moved a little quick for you. And please do know the reason that we do this in video format is so that you can go back and watch these as much as you need to and as often as you need to. So what I've tried to present with you here today is the fact that we can offer you through this Enagic program 2 streams of income. An opportunity to literally build a commission base that is worth 5 to 6 figures per month and earn money on your coaching calls on top of that. Now, don't lose sight of the fact, folks, that if you don't want to use your own credit to get into this game, we have financing available. We have financing available for you, whether you are Canadian or American, that can help you get in the game and get up and running with this. And the best part about this is the part I absolutely love, the legacy component. Imagine building something that is this powerful that is something that you can actually leave to your kids, that your kids can leave to their kids, and down the rope of your family. Imagine 5 generations from now what they would say about you if you were the one who started this. Guys, that is absolutely incredible. And that ultimately is why I love this system so much. At the end of the day, what we're doing here is we are getting people plugged in with product that I wish they had already. I'll be straight up real with you. I wish we lived in a world where everybody had an Enagic machine in their house, because I know it could help people. I've seen it happen. And even people who aren't even into health and wellness, they tell me all the time, Mike, I can't believe what this product's doing. They'll call me 2-3 months down the road and they'll be like, I can't believe the effect that this thing is having on me. I never thought this was even possible. And I'm like, well, I told you it was. And they're like, yeah, but I didn't believe you. And I'm like, that's fine. I get it. I won't take it personally. So folks, let the numbers speak for themselves. 1 million products have been sold internationally through a company that has been around for over 40 years, that has international distribution, that people in this community are literally making 6 figures a year doing already, and we are changing lives doing it. Now, does that sound like something that you would be liking to plug into? I sure hope it does. And I hope at this point you are hugely excited, because I remember when I started looking at this stuff, my jaw dropped because I saw the opportunity. And you know what the best part about this, guys, is? This isn't even it. You haven't even seen the next product that we're going to plug you in with. And when we marry these two things together, this is exactly how we change people's lives. So hold on to your seats, keep watching the videos, and I can't wait for you to see the next section.